the weather and the climate are making news in more than one region.
Severe flooding has killed at least 72 people.
Under siege in the grip of unmitigated catastrophe.
May I talk with you a little bit about the movie that we will see now? This is the first time that this movie, The 11th Hour, is presented in Europe. So we would be interested, what you're expecting.
I think it's quite interesting that it's kind of a document, but also there's Leonardo DiCaprio, which is quite an interesting combination. So
exactly.
We don't know what to expect actually. So.
Well, what do you think about the climate change issue?
Well, we take it seriously.
Yeah. Okay. What is your feeling about politics in Sweden and in Finland when it comes to the climate change?
It's a minority party in Sweden that they actually started this. You have to pay a fee in Stockholm with your car. Like you can't go in. Yeah.
Okay. Into the city center.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. And it decreased 20% the traffic during rush hour.
When did they do that?
They started now in 1st of August.
Oh. So that is something, I would say.
Yeah.
And in Finland?
I believe that politicians are taking this climate change seriously, but the action to do something about it is kind of too slow.
The evidence is now clear. Industrial civilization has caused irreparable damage. Our political and corporate leaders have consistently ignored the overwhelming scientific evidence.
Not only is it the 11th hour, it's 11:59.
Excuse me, did you see the movie?
Yeah. What's your impression?
Well, I think it's a bit too emotional for me. I thought I would have seen a rational discourse with scientists and from different sides and everything.
Yeah.
But it was a bit too American for me, to be honest with you.
What we saw with Katrina is just prologue. Worse is yet to come.
The UN estimates that by the middle of the century there may be 150 million environmental refugees.
There are too many of us using too many resources too fast.
The problem is that every living system is in decline, and the rate of decline is accelerating.
The tragedy is the potential extinction of humankind.
We face a convergence of crises.
What is your impression?
The movie could have been more effective, and it just gave like scratches around the thing, and it didn't go further. It was kind of like a little bit of everything, but nothing like properly, so that people could really understand it.
Maybe produced very fast and dollars in their eyes when they were producing it, something like that. And maybe for some people it's good that they see this movie at least.
One word to classify, to characterize, the word that now comes into your brain.
About the movie?
Yes.
It was boring in the beginning, but it had a kind of like highlight moment as well. So
that wasn't the one word.
Yeah, I know. I can't describe it with one word.
Next time I would choose some other movie. I don't wanna see global warming movies anymore.
What is your word, cameraman?
Was weak.
Weak. And what do you say?
American.
American. Yeah. And the sound man?
Well, how to say it probably was intended for maybe a different audience of what we have in Northern Europe here.
Will our pivotal generation create a sustainable world in time?
People need to realize there are things they can do in their everyday lives. Everybody making a change adds up to something meaningful.
Our project today is the welfare of all of life as a practical objective.
With existing technologies, we could literally reduce the human footprint on planet Earth by 90%.
We have to imagine what it would be like to redesign design itself.
These are not technical issues nearly as much as they are leadership issues. There was a time when Republicans and Democrats joined to pass major environmental laws. 500 years out, people look back at this time that this was our finest hour.
I appreciate Leonardo DiCaprio using his power
Yes, he's famous.
His fame to get attention for this problem. That's
good thing.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
And it was good that there were several views on that, on the facts of it. There were women, there were different ethical backgrounds. That was great. Since there was a happy ending, now I got kind of feeling that okay, I can go home and sleep
They
well
will do it.
because someone is already doing good things for global warming.
Yes.
And maybe it's not good because maybe people should feel really guilty and really anxious after films like this, because then you probably make the change.
Yes.
What a great time to be born. What a great time to be alive, because this generation gets to completely change this world.